We're going to go ahead and get started. First, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We're very excited to have Suzie back with us for another yoga session to kick off our Friday morning. We especially needed with everything going on. So I'm going to turn it over to Suzie and let her take the wheel.
Thanks, Frank. All righty. Welcome, my friends. Now today, our workout is going to be a nice restorative practice, and we will be on our mat in a seated position or flat, and we will do some downward dogs, but we won't do anything standing. So get nice and comfy, and if you would like to have some music playing, I recommend some nice, whatever music you like. I don't have any music on because sometimes that'll kick us off Facebook. So get your music, get your mat, and get nice and comfy, and here we go. Hands to our heart. Inhale up. And exhale out. Good, good, good. And again, inhale up. Exhale out. One more. And exhale out. I love to do 3 for the opening and closing. Body, mind, and soul. And hands to our heart. And we'll set our intentions for our 30 minutes together. And I hope everyone's doing well on this Friday. So set our intentions. And here we go. We're going to flow right along. Interlace our fingers. Turn our palms out and inhale up. Pressing our palms up to the ceiling. Creating space in our spine, getting nice and tall, it feels so good. And release, circle around nice and big. Hands to our heart again. And then hands to our knees, right ear to right shoulder, nice little neck stretch. And switch. And back to center, chin up to the ceiling. Chin to chest. Back to center, shoulder roll back. Loosen up any tension you have in your neck and shoulders. Oh, yes, and shrug our shoulders up. And head circle, but any variation of this one. This one's a little tricky. If you have neck issues, please be careful. If you get dizzy, please be careful. And then back to center and relax our shoulders, and we're going to go straight away to a twist. So bring one arm across, tuck our hand underneath our knee, other hand behind our back, lift up and twist, twist, twist. I love a twist. Now, you can look straight ahead, out to the side, or over your back shoulder. Or you can mix and match. Awesome. Now release, circle around nice and big. Interlace behind. Oh, not interlace. Oh, oops. Twist. Tuck our hand under. Oopsie. And twist, twist, twist. And then you can look straight ahead, out to the side, or behind your shoulder. Back to center, beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale out. And now a nice little side stretch. So put your hand on your mat next to you. Bend your elbow towards yourself and then forearm on the mat. And this arm, bring around and stretch. Now this one, you can hold here. You can stretch out. Or I like to always add a little something, something. So if you want to circle around like me, great. But if you want to hold and get in the zone, or stretch, or circle, your choice. We have options on this Friday morning. And I like to change directions. It just feels so good. push off the hand, go up and over to the other side. So again, same instructions. Hand on the mat, elbow bend toward your body, forearm on the mat, and bring this arm around. And again, you can hold, stretch, or circle. It's funny, I was just thinking for all my Radford friends that are on with me, and then of course other friends are on too, I think, I hope. But this is funny because most of you already know I started teaching group fitness in Tyler Dorm in the lounge back in the fall of 1981, my freshman year. So fun. And then like when I circle my arm around, I think about all the dance classes I took there in Peters Hall, because I was a health and PE major, of course, you know that. And I took lots and lots of dance classes. I loved it. All right, back to center. Excellent. And then, because we can, another twist. Second twist this morning. Lovely. Circle around. Nice and big. And twist the other way. Second twist, the second side. And back to center. All right. Inhale up again. Exhale out. And we're going to go to our first butterfly. So, butterfly. Bottoms of our feet together. And you can do the butterfly lots of different ways. I personally love to have my feet in tight. I hold my ankles and stretch up nice and tall because it feels great on my back. And I like to stretch up, up, up. Sometimes I even add a next stretch right here. But if you guys want to take your feet out a little bit more or even further and fold over, wonderful. This is just what feels best for me. So this is what I'm wonderful. Now we're going to do two butterflies because I like to do two. So we're going to come out of our first one, extend one leg out, tuck our other foot in, inhale up. And my friends, fold over a straight leg. Now, if that's your thigh, cool. Knee, shin, ankle, foot. Whatever's best for you on this Friday. Every day is a little different, and we're not in competition, and it's all good. My goal is for this to feel very, very good for you guys, and start the weekend feeling wonderful and end the week. I love a Friday workout. Nice. All right, my friends, we're gonna roll up, inhale up. I love to embrace the transitions too. Everything counts. Other leg. Inhale up. Fold over, straight leg. Now again, same instructions. If it's your thigh, cool. Knee, shin, ankle, foot. Whatever's best for you this morning. And I always say when we do this one side is going to feel different than the other. It's perfectly normal. Actually, most people, one side's more flexible, one side's stronger, and one side's better balanced. So don't worry. It's a fact of life. Don't worry. Enjoy the stretch. If this one's a little tight, don't worry. Have fun with it. Breathe into it. No stress. Inhale, roll up. Exhale out. Good, good, good. And that second butterfly is that we're going to do. So second butterfly, and you can do it however you like. Second butterfly. Excellent, my friends. All right, now what we're gonna do is turn on our mat already, and we're gonna do it all the way back on our mat and stretch out our fingers, out our toes. Make ourselves nice and long and tall. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And again, inhale, exhale out. One more deep inhale, filling up our lungs and our rib cage expands. And exhale out. And now, my friends, we're going to bend our knees, feet on the mat, lift our hips up to our first bridge, and we're going to do 2 bridges. So lifting our hips up, the bridge is so good for us. Now, with the bridge, you can have your arms over your head, out to the side, by your side. If you want to, lift up a little higher, roll your shoulder blades under, interlace your fingers underneath your back. That's an option. And or final expression of this pose is scooching your feet closer and holding your ankle. But do whatever feels best for you today. We're going to do 2 because I love the bridge and it's so good for us. And you can mix and match your arms. Right now, I think I'm going to take mine back over my head because it feels great on my shoulder. Good, 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 good. Now, lower slowly. And this will be so fun. A nice hamstring stretch. So we're going to lift one leg up, and you can clasp behind your hamstring, knee, calf, ankle, foot. And now on this one, if you want to, it's very yogi-ish. You can take your first 2 fingers and hook around your big toe. It's very fun. If you have a strap and you want to use a strap right here, great. Now, this is a hamstring stretch. So if you want to give a nice little massage on your hamstring while you're stretching or bend that knee a little bit, great. Don't worry. Don't force it. Just enjoy the stretch. And if you want to, we always have options. Take this other leg and extend it out if you want. That's too much this morning, go back to bed. One's not better than the other. It's what's best for you. All right, we're going to stay here for a bit because it's so good for us. I love it. Okay, now that we're all in the zone, I gotta say one more thing. If you want to take that leg out and stretch, great, or bring it over or bend it a little bit more, that's an option also. It feels so good. And actually, look, I have all these ideas. Actually, from time to time, I even like to do a little leg lift with this leg because that feels good too. That's the beauty about yoga. I love it. There's always options. All right, my friends, now we are gonna bend that knee, our working leg. Then take this heel across, put on top of that thigh, and let the working knee make its way down for a great hip opener. I love, 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 love this one. It's a beautiful hip opener stretch. However, if you have knee issues or if it's too tight, you can bend this knee and stretch like this. Both are very, very good. So listen to your body. I say it like a million times every time I teach. Our bodies will tell us. Our bodies are amazing. We should embrace our shape, embrace our bodies, and our bodies will tell us what to do. I promise you that. So this feels great to me, like this. But again, if you want to bend that knee, wonderful. And now we are going to bend that knee, bring it up. And this is usually everybody's favorite, so fun, the figure 4. So you're gonna pick this foot off the floor, bring this hand around this way, this one in between that opening you created, and you can clasp the front of your shin. You can release and clasp behind your hamstring. You can pull in like a little ball, push and pull, create resistance. You can keep this leg straight. whatever you're feeling right now. So have fun with it. We're gonna stay here for a bit. Everybody seems to love the figure four, and so do I. Now, of course, we could stay here all day because it feels so good, but we got to keep going. So we're going to release, put that foot back on the mat. And now, whichever way, this might be a little confusing, but we'll make it work. Whatever way that top foot's facing is the way we're going to twist. So I'm twisting towards y'all. This foot's tucked underneath. And then I like to put this hand on top of that knee and this arm pouring around. And I call this the big twisting, relaxing stretch. And I personally like to put a little pressure right here, and it gets a wonderful stretch right here. And of course, you know me, I've already said it 3 times today. I like to embrace the transition. So even coming around is delightful. Oh, yes. And your head position changes the stretch. So we're going to stay here for just a few counts because it is so delightful. All right, I could stay here all day because I love it, but we need to come on out. So we're gonna come back to center, release. Now I always put my feet back on the mat, lift up a little bit, square my hips because they get shifted a teeny bit. I like to square back up, hips back down, and guess what? We get to do the whole thing to the other side. So other leg up, and you can clasp behind your hamstring, kneecap, ankle, foot, like I said earlier. You can take your first 2 fingers, hook around your big toe, very yogi-ish, which I like. Yeah, I think it's fun. And like I said, on the other side, but it's worth repeating. If you want to have this leg stay bent and on the mat, wonderful. If you want to extend it out, fine. Whatever is best for you on this side. And you know, I have to say it. One side, it's very obvious in different poses. Some poses, it's just really, really obvious when one side's tighter than the other. So don't worry if this is your tight side. Please don't worry. Just enjoy the stretch. Our bodies were made to move. We're moving this morning. I love it. Looking good. Now, we're going to bend that knee, bring our heel across, and that beautiful hip opener. So, put the heel on the thigh, let this knee work, make its way down. However, same, it's worth repeating, so I'm going to repeat it. So, if you would prefer to have that other leg bent and your foot on the mat and have this leg wherever you need it, great. If you want to extend, great. It's all good, I promise you. Now, bend that other knee, slide the heel up, and we'll go to our figure 4. So, this hand, lift your foot up. This hand comes through that opening you created. This hand comes around and you can clasp behind your hamstring or in front of your shin. You can push and pull. You can have your head on the mat. You can be a little ball, whatever you need on the side. Oh, it feels so good. I thank y'all so much for working out with me this morning. I'm really humbled and honored and very, very happy. Oh, so happy. It's so special. Wonderful. All right, we're going to release our hand, put that foot back on the mat, and we're going to do our nice twisting, relaxing stretch the other way. So now I'm going to go away from the camera with my lower body. So whatever side that foot's pointing, that's the way you twist. And then, like I already said, this hand, I personally like to put on top of my knee and give a nice little bit of pressure. It gets that beautiful stretch right through here. And then this arm around and then stretch it out. I love it. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be magical if alumni weekend we all got together and did it live in person, like right off Moffett Field or inside Peters Hall or outside of Tyler Door, where I first started my teaching career. Oh my gosh, it would be magical for me. All right, we're going to release, even though we could stay here all day because it feels so good, but we're going to release and then feet back on the mat, square our hips. Like I said, mine always gets shifted, so I like to square it up. And then that second bridge I said we're going to do. So we're lifting our hips up, arms wherever you like. And lower. Very, very good. Knees into our chest. Give our lower back, rock side to side. Give our lower back a little massage. And then when you're ready, roll to your side. Pause. And then we're going to push up. Back to seated position for just a second. And then transition to hands and knees. Okay. Everybody there? I hope so. All right, so this is fun. I love it, love it, love it. We're going to bring one knee towards the center of the mat, a teeny bit, other leg back. Good, good, good. And we're working on, actually, that's funny. We're working on core. This works our core, concentration, and balance. So if you can, extend the opposite arm out. And release, turn that knee, and the other leg back. Yes, yes, yes. Opposite arm out. I love this one. It's harder than it looks. All right. Now, we're going to go to our one and only child's pose. So, we're going to take it back. This is a resting pose. We're going to do it right now. And it's going to feel so good. So extend out and child's pose. Wonderful. Now, we're going to roll up, my friends, and we're going to take it to our first downward dog. So, knees slightly behind the hips, but hip distance apart. Hands directly below our shoulders. Tuck our toes, lift up, and press back. And our first downward dog. Now, with the downward dog, I love it. And you can tell my class, feel free to walk your heels up and down if you want. Go high up on your toes. I love that. Stretches the bottom of my feet. And then I let my heels float down. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, that's my ankle. Now, my friends, stretch out to plank or push-up position. Good, 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 good. Now we're going to lower. You can go knees, tummy, chest. Now, hands directly below our shoulders. Oh, my hair's a mess. Sorry. Elbows directly below our shoulders. Forearms on the mat. Fingertips spread, lifting up. This is great for the lower back. If you have lower back issues, this one's wonderful. So if you want to stay here, wonderful. If you want to do a little more, now you put your hands directly below the shoulders, lifting up. Oh, feels so good. And if you want a little more, you can have your hands on the mat, tops of your feet, and then lift the thighs. Good, 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 good. All right, back down to our knees, tuck our toes, lift up. Another downward dog. Now this downward dog, we're going to shift one foot over, one leg up, three-legged dog. And now from this three-legged dog, bend the knee, bring it through to pigeon. One of my top favorite poses. I love it. Okay, so pigeon, you can stay up. You can bring it down. Whatever you're feeling on this Friday morning. All right. We'll hold for 2 more breaths. Now, this is fun. I love it all. So hands directly below the shoulders, tuck those back toes and lift up to another downward dog. Shift the other foot over, other leg up, pigeon pose. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee into the pigeon pose. It's funny. Okay. Pigeon pose on the other side. You can be up, you can be down. And we're going to roll up, my friends. I love, love, love this transition. We're going to roll on this hip, bring this leg around and back to seated position as we started. And hands to our heart. And inhale up. And exhale out. Again, up. Exhale out. And one more. I love to do 3 because that was the fastest 30 minutes ever for me. And now let's go the other way and share our positive energy. I like to share peace, peace, perfect peace out into the world. And hands to our heart. And most of y'all know this already, but if I have any newbies, I want to tell you, I'm going to bow to you and say namaste. Namaste is, my hair is crazy, ancient Sanskrit word that means the light in me or the goodness in me honors you. And I love this word so much because I believe it with every ounce of my being that everybody has goodness in them. And so most yoga teachers will bow to their students and say namaste because the light in me is honoring you. And then you guys can bow to me and each other and say namaste, because the goodness in you is honoring others. So I'll go first. So namaste, my friends, and have a great rest of the day and a wonderful weekend. And thank you for working out with me. So I don't know, Frank, do we have extra time? Oh, there's Frank.
Sorry. So thank you so much, Susie. I really appreciate it, and I know everybody else has. So thank you again for having a wonderful yoga session on this Friday morning. I do want to give a quick plug for next week. On Tuesday at 6 p.m., we have Dr. Scott Hoare. He's a chiropractor, but when COVID and everything happened, he decided to revamp his business, and he made a YouTube channel, and he was able to make some money doing that. So he's going to talk about expanding your business or anybody's business or creating a business with YouTube. So I encourage everybody to join us on Tuesday at 6 p.m. for that. And I did get a notification that we could definitely schedule yoga on the quad during homecoming. And we can do it by the fountain, so Chip can join in as well. So we'll definitely make that happen.
Chip I was in Siget. Chip and I were dear friends.
Right. So,
I can cry right this minute. So we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. Laura Turk texted me during it when you made that comment. So we'll definitely make that happen.
Okay, right. That was the special thing in the whole world.
Well, we know we've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed the yoga session every month. So there's no reason not to do it in person.
Yeah. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you all next week.